do a reading about the person that you are thinking about. So first I'm going to find out what they're thinking about you. Well, there's a slow and steady movement. For some of you towards you, for some of you away from you. So they've been manifesting movement towards you, or for you to come towards them. But they also feel like maybe you played games with them, with the magician there. 2 knights. There could be kids involved. Teenagers, young adults. Also, they feel like maybe you're you know, like playing games. That's what strongly I'm getting. You're playing games. Strength is a Leo card. 3 of Pentacles. Some of them felt like you worked too much, or that you possibly feel like you didn't choose them, that you chose somebody else. Feel like you changed and went towards something shiny. Some of them, some of them thought that you were a workaholic, that you worked too much. Felt like you stopped choosing them. You were choosing something else instead. Chasing money. Also, flip the roles if they, you know, could be, felt like you were hiding things from them, keeping things close to you and not sharing, not being vulnerable. One more card for Leo. Okay, it's going to give me... It felt like you were a soulmate and could be 10 of Cups. They possibly felt like you lied to them and you had a lot of options, but they also looks like maybe have moved on with a new person. Perhaps. Let's clarify. Some of you very well could be dealing with the Scorpio with the death card showing up twice. You're healing. You possibly, there's new love for, looks like both of you. Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups. So, why are you thinking about this person? Why are they thinking of you if you've both moved on? Must have been like you really thought that this was going to be something, and you're both kind of still moving on and healing with that Four of Swords there. Like you really thought that this was a long-term thing. Judgment. Knight of Wands. They felt like, again, they felt like you were choosing something other than them, and they felt like you were fickle. So they've moved on with a new person. Clarify this death card. There was a change where they started feeling abundance. Queen of Swords, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They still either have dreams about you or think about you. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's also the High Priestess, and Ace of Wands. There was a pretty intense attraction to you. And they had a lot of love for you. Took them a little while to get over it because they really felt like it was, they would really like for you to come towards them with a leap of faith, but it's not that they would necessarily be with you because they've moved on to a different connection. Capricorn energy with the Devil. Five of Pentacles. So they feel like you left them out in the cold in a lot of ways, or that you were heavily committed to something else. And so King of Cups. So they put some boundaries down, and they're moving towards their Four of Wands. Completion. For some of you, if this is a long-term relationship, you might take a leap of faith and tell them that you want long-term. I'm kind of reading singles here, but if you're in a situationship or a long-term marriage, it's like there's some transformation and you might be falling back in love with each other and trying to move forward. Trying to recreate like why you got together. I get a sense maybe you were given an ultimatum or a choice, and maybe you didn't choose them at first, and now you're choosing each other again. Let's find out how you're feeling about them, the person that you're thinking of. you see that they've got options. So you want to take a chance on communication, but you have an idea that they're in a relationship with someone. You have a lot of love for them with the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Knight of Cups. Um, you know, it's like you want to go towards them, but you don't know how you'll be received, and so um, it's like you kind of want to test the waters. I mean, by all accounts and the way they feel about you, it looks like they do have a new relationship starting and they're moving on. For those of you that are asking, you know, or thinking about, you know, someone that you are married to, there was some kind of separation, some chaos. You're feeling brokenhearted about them. But you feel like you... So, I don't know how to say this. The Emperor, okay, is somebody that is very much in their personal power, but it can also mean somebody who, like, is demanding or controlling. And it's like, I'm just... Okay, you can flip the roles, because this may not be you, it might be them. That, like, they were right and you were wrong, or you were right and they were wrong, and there was no give in that. Justice. Yeah. 3 of Cups, 8 of Cups. For some of you, this looks like divorce after a long struggle. And for some of you, it's celebrating walking, you know, away from the broken cups, you know, the 8 broken cups. In the original Rider-Waite, those cups are broken and falling over, okay? And the person is walking towards their 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Ace of Cups, yeah. So, some of you are walking towards a new love, but it's just really hard to walk away from this, what felt like a soulmate connection, yeah. A decision that led to upheaval. But, you know, after the Tower is often, after the storm, it's calm, right? Let's clarify. You all might cross paths again. Even if you've been in separation, there might be some communication. I mean, everybody's got free will, but it just seems like there's going to be some communication. Yeah, so this was a very... You know, this person was very charming and very, very attractive to you. But you felt stuck in some situation, and maybe somebody moved away as well. But there's also, like, with the 7 of Swords and the Devil there, it's like you felt like maybe you weren't all the way in there. Also could have been miscommunications and deception back and forth. You know, this feels slightly codependent in a lot of ways. Might have been dealing with a Virgo with the Hermit. And so maybe you felt like they isolated. Like they would just run away and isolate from you. And it could be you too. Again, you all have some telepathic, like, music or dreams or downloads of some kind where, you know, when you think about them, that's probably them thinking about you and vice versa, right? Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Also a little bit of Taurus in the High Priestess as well. You think of them as very intuitive and perceptive and loving, very generous. Five of Swords, but there was conflict here. Again, movement. Like one of you is moving too fast for the other one. Knight of Wands. It's like passion, but maybe there was distance between you two that created an issue. Yeah, lots of love. Knight of Cups. It's like you would like to make an offer towards them, but you feel like they've moved on. And you're moving on as well. It's interesting that you all are thinking of each other when you're both moving on. Now, I could also be picking up a long-term relationship that kind of had, you know, like you all were in a separation phase and then came back together, and you're creating a stability in the relationship. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Definitely Capricorn, Virgo energy going on here. Also, I'm getting this feeling too that they were really independent. You felt like you weren't really needed, and so that's, yeah, you're working really hard to invest in yourself and invest in your future. And it looks like, you know, yeah, lots of healing in a relationship, moving towards that Four of Wands and you know, what feels like maybe not so exciting of a partnership, but stable. Let's find out what's likely to happen between the two of you. It's like you're both moving on and healing, and there was a lot of love and passion there, but not a lot of stability, and maybe there was distance in it, and it just, that distance made it difficult to really come together. Let's find out what's likely to happen in your connection, Leo. You know, some of you are going to reconcile with this person, but it's like you both had a separation phase and like healing, and maybe you know, worked on releasing negative attachments and toxic behaviors and things like that. So, High Priestess, Death, Temperance. Look at those major arcana. Lots of love. And like I said, if you all have been in a separation phase, you've both gone through a transformation. Temperance, Sagittarius energy here. So Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This also could be Taurus energy in the High Priestess, but I mean, look at these three major arcana cards here, where there's a change in knowledge, going back to faith, going back to love. What else? The Moon, Cancer energy. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Look at all of this major arcana. Ten of Cups. Strength, that's a Leo card. Ace of Swords. So definitely reconciliation, truth coming out. Look at all this. So all these cards that mean something coming to light, High Priestess, the Moon, Ace of Swords. So something is being unveiled and there's transformation. Some of you through faith, some of you through patience and diligence, some of you are recommitting in a relationship. You've really lost a lot of sleep over this, or you've been in your head a lot about how to fix this situation. Yeah. So 10 of Swords. So for some of you, there is a reconciliation energy, and you're coming back together. For some of you, you are moving on towards something new. It's been slow, a long time coming, but there's soulmate energy, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's do it this way. And Nine of Pentacles. So some of you are going to end up on your own with that Nine of Pentacles kind of in an outcome position, where some of these cards, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords could mean a divorce or a breakup of a long-term commitment. Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands. So you're keeping it quiet what you want. Page of Pentacles, that's, you know, study and focus. Eight of Wands. So if you haven't had communication in a while, it very well might happen soon. Again, people have free will, so they're going to do what they're going to do. Sorry, my dogs are... Dax, stop. Dax! My dogs bark whenever people come in. So, let's clarify a little bit for you, Leo, and see what's this hidden energy over here. What's hidden? What is this hidden stuff with the High Priestess and the Moon? Yeah. So it's like you all were keeping how you felt about each other hidden. So you weren't really expressing love or future plans. Let's see what the change was. Hmm. 10-10. Some of you might be seeing that. Wheel of Fortune. So it's like you learned some lessons. Yeah, definitely learned some lessons. And some of you definitely moved on to a different partnership. Empress energy, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and also Pisces, Taurus energy there. Ace of Cups. Some of you fell in love with someone else. Capricorn energy with the Devil. So for some of you, this was a really toxic relationship, and it's like you had to go through this Tower moment to really make a separation because it was very codependent. Knight of Wands. Six of Pentacles. So you had a contract to complete. So karmic lesson, karmic partner. A lot of conflict and a lot of attachment here. So rewards after hard work, right? So it's reaping the harvest, basically. Hierophant. 2 twos. You might be seeing a lot of twos. Look at that. You have all the twos and the Hierophant. Some of you definitely are getting a divorce. Some of you are getting married. Flip those roles how they go. But what's likely to happen is that the person that you were thinking of when you came into this read, you've both moved on from each other and are making commitments elsewhere. But you still think about each other. You still get like downloads from each other or some kind of telepathic communications or something like that. Let's get some advice for you, Leo. I'm getting the Devil a lot come up in your read, and I'm just wondering if there was some negative behaviors, attachments, things like that, that you both had to like leave behind, or one or both of you. What advice for Leo? So it's like moving on, investing in your future. I'm just getting it's a dead end road with that with someone, and the rewards are in front of you. So yeah, so moving on. Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups, moving on from disappointment. The Empress, moving towards that divine feminine energy. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is about balance and grounding and stability. Ten of Pentacles. You have, you know, and the High Priestess. So, and King of Cups. Yeah. So, Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Magician at the bottom. Some of you manifested the strength to walk away from a situation that was toxic. And so what I'm getting is that if you break that negative attachment, step away from those negative behaviors, you get to move towards a much more peaceful situation where you have a lot more stability. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Leo. Let me grab just a couple more clarifiers. What else do you want Leo to know? So you might need to make a gesture towards this new person, you know, be really expressive about how you feel. Make sure your communication is clear and honest. Be vulnerable if you really want to have that deeper connection. And, you know, breaking free, liberating yourself from some of these back and forth behaviors. And, I mean, so you have two knights here, and it's like there's... I'm going to say this for some of you. You might be dating people that are too young for you and they're not mature enough for you. You know, or you need to step up the way that you communicate because it's not getting through to the people the way that you want it to. Six of Pentacles. When you make a commitment, stick with it. And you know, sometimes we have to wait a while for things to really pay off. And your healing will pay off. It's like, you know, your communication might sound Because the devil is about attachments and conflicts and bondage and codependency and things like that. Ace of Cups. So, you know, it's really like do the work so that you get the, you know, you get to fall in love and be in this overflowing love situation. So, I hope that was helpful. Leo, it's a lot to think about. Like, you know, what kind of um, situation do you want to be in? So, thank you to all of the people that are subscribing, all the likes, shares, and sweet comments. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't, please hit the like button, subscribe. It definitely helps my channel out. I appreciate you, and I hope that I see you soon.